My one-to-one client went from inconsistent $3,000 months to 5K months consistently locked in her business within just 60 days of us working together. And today I'm gonna break down how she actually did this, how she literally doubled her income, and not just did that once, but did that every single month after this, how she actually did this, and how you can create this result too inside your business. So jumping to your next income milestone, that's easy. Anyone can do that once, but actually staying there is a whole different game, and actually increasing your income to the point where it's happening every single month after this, and you've actually just shifted your new baseline income. That is a whole different game in business, but is exactly what this client did. So in our first 2 months of working together, she'd gone from having inconsistent around $3,000 something months each month to having a 6K month and then 5K already locked in the month after, and for the months after this as well. So she literally doubled her income, not just once, but every single month after this, and literally set the new standard for what her income was gonna look like going forward. So let's break down how we actually did this, how I helped this client to literally double her income and set that new level for how much she was bringing in every single month. Let's break down how we actually did this. So when this client first came to work with me, she was hovering around $3,000 something months. She said they were pretty inconsistent. So there was a lot of up and down. It wasn't necessarily a secure number that she was seeing coming into her bank account every single month. So her big goal was really to grow this, and also at the same time to have more consistency in her income. So it felt like a more stable number coming in that she could rely on a little bit. At the same time as well, she was really looking for more freedom and just more simplicity in her business. She was someone who loved to travel, had lots of hobbies, a very, very full life outside of the business. So didn't want to do this at the expense of working more then. And especially as a done-for-you service provider, this was a really big deal because typically the advice is just, oh, just take extra clients then. And actually then that means that you are, if you're wanting to double your income, needing to double your working hours. So we were able to actually double her income without her working a load more, without her adding more to her calendar, and actually still leaving her so much time and space for all of these hobbies and all of this travel as well. So here's how we did it. Now, one of the very first areas we looked at was just what her packages were actually looking like. So how was she bringing in the clients, especially when she mentioned about having inconsistent income? Were her packages long-term? Were they short-term? How were they structured with her offers essentially, especially again as a done-for-you service provider? How could we create a little bit more of this consistency, a little bit more of this stability in terms of her income and her clients? And also, how could we increase this were the questions which we were having as we were looking at this. So firstly, we really then shifted that focus from just more short-term projects, short-term clients, to actually finding her longer-term clients and ones that would stick around for months at a time and can actually be just bigger, longer projects for her. And also creating a bit of a wait list to allow her to start booking in for 2 months time to actually again stack that income, so she knew how much was coming in months time versus waiting for the moment to then put out that she had a space and had availability to then see if she actually was going to get a client and going to get that income next month or not. So we actually built up a bit more consistency there, and that came from just restructuring her packages. So the actual offer itself was just restructured a little bit. We just shifted a little bit of what she was offering, the length, how this was going to look, and that alone really locked in a lot of consistency and stability for her in doing that. But that only did that because of some of the marketing strategies which we put in place. So previous to this, she hadn't been marketing a huge amount. She'd been so grateful to have such incredible clients that actually a lot was coming from word of mouth. A lot of people were just finding her. A lot of people were, just coming across her listings and across her profile, and then from there reaching out about working together. So she wasn't need to put a whole ton of energy into this. But also, again, we didn't want to just devote hours and hours and hours every single week towards this area. So we really created an intentional marketing and sales strategy, which again, kept it really, really simple for her, but just allowed her to get her name out a little bit more and just get a few more inquiries based on what had really worked for her. And again, I think this is the powerful bit about one-to-one coaching over anything else. If she'd just taken a course, it probably would have just told her, increase your prices, take on some more clients, just really generic advice. But actually through one-to-one, we were able to have the conversation on, okay, what has worked really well for you? What can we see is working well in your industry right now from my expertise, working with a lot of done-for-you clients as well, in her same kind of area. And also we're able to see then what is likely to work as a strategy. So we're able to put in place something which is kind of proven already, because it has already proven to be working for her well, based on what we already know and based on where we can analyze things as a one-to-one coach. And also alongside that, we're able to fully tweak and refine this, which is so, so powerful because it means that we're not just putting in place a strategy and, sitting there fingers crossed, hoping it works, but we're on the go having our conversations in our weekly calls to make sure that we're actually getting results from this strategy and tweaking it wherever we need to. And honestly, this is what I would credit with why she got results in 60 days, why she was able to double her income consistently in just 60 days. Because we went in with a really strong strategy for her and her business specifically. And then also we're able to make those tweaks, able to refine as we're on the go, as we're seeing the response to this. So we put into place these new sales strategies and new marketing strategies, new packages, put those all into place. And literally on our second month of working together, she sent me a message that she'd already had a $6,000 cash month. She had $3,000 before, so she's doubled her income there. And also a week later, she'd already locked in $5,000 for the next month before it even started. It wasn't even the first of the month, and it was already going to be a $5,000 cash month. And those clients were longer term clients. So she was stacking this for months after as well. And it was actually becoming really easy for her to hit that number without a whole ton more work, without actually really doing anything hugely different. We were just offering different packages in a different way and selling and marketing those in a slightly different way, which again was just optimized for her because we had this one-to-one attention on this. And one of my absolute favorite parts about this case study as well, which is just a fun extra thing, is she was suddenly given so much creativity and just really felt that spark again with her business because it wasn't feeling like, oh, I don't know how to grow this, I don't know how to increase this without just spending more of my time on it, which obviously when we prioritize freedom, we don't necessarily want to be doubling our amount of hours we're putting into the business to double our income. She actually, now that she was able to make, consistent 5K plus months in her business every single month, now that she was able to do that, and also do that in a way that didn't take a whole load more time. It didn't actually leave her with no room for her hobbies and no room for her freedom and just her travel and all the things which she actually loved and started her business for in the first place. Now that she was able to do all of that, she was feeling super inspired. She was feeling really excited. So she actually started a second business alongside this in our first few months working together. And this business was something which was just really aligned with the impact she was wanting to make in the world and just something which was a bit of a fun project because, again, the great thing is she had this consistent stable income coming in from her done for you business. So it wasn't this huge pressure on this new business that it needs to make money right away. She did sign her first few clients though while we were working together, but it's really powerful actually having that freedom of knowing that actually I have that consistent income coming in. I'm all good financially. I've got this coming in, I've got this locked in, and I know how to increase this if I want to as well. Actually feeling in control of the sales, in control of the clients that you're able to sign on. And then she was able to start this really fun second business as well. So one of the big things I really want you to take away from this is that although we're told that income needs to be on a roller coaster for entrepreneurship, it's going to be up, it's going to be down, you can lock in consistent 5K months pretty easily. This can be stable, this can be predictable, this can be something that you're actually in control of. You just need to unlock the how. You just need to figure out what is the sales system for me and my business that is actually going to get me there. Again, with her, we were able to have this conversation because of the one-to-one capacity there, where actually we can look at what does work for her and her business and her way of doing things specifically while giving her the freedom she needs for her packages, etc. We're able to look at things so customized and specific that it's kind of hard for it not to work. It actually worked really well, and in the second month, she's doubled her income because we were able to have this one-to-one lens to look at things through. And honestly, this is the most powerful thing as an entrepreneur, actually feeling like you're in control of your income. Feeling like if I want to sign another client, I can sign another client. Feeling like if I'm gonna open the doors to, 2 new spaces in my program, I can actually fill those spaces. I'm not hoping, I'm not guessing, I'm not fingers crossed, let's hope for the best. It's actually, oh wow, I can sign a client. Okay, great. I'm going to add an extra X amount to my income this month. And you can actually be in control of that. And also you can stack out consistent 5K months very, very easily in your business. So if just like this client, you are ready to take your income from being a little bit inconsistent, not quite where you want it to be, to locking in consistent 5K months in your business from one offer as well, keeping things so simple, not needing to work extra hours for this, keeping your work hours exactly the same, but literally doubling your income because we're just getting more strategic. We're getting more strategically simple with where you are focusing your attention in your business, especially around marketing and sales. So you can finally actually see consistent results from this. Then my one-to-one coaching program is now open. I have some spaces open and I would love for you to join us. The link to my calendar is below, so you can schedule a completely free 20-minute discovery call with me where we will essentially just talk about you, your business, your goals specifically for 2025, and how I can help you get there and if we are a good fit. So go to the link in the description, schedule a free discovery call with me. I do not know how long these spaces are going to be open for, so make sure you do that ASAP, and we will have a chat and see if this is a good fit for you, see if this is a good program for you, and how I can help you achieve your goals in 2025. And if you're wanting to read more client testimonials, including the testimonial from this client as well, make sure you check out my testimonials page. There are 20 plus testimonials there, video and written as well, so you can hear from all of my past and current clients, and then make sure you book a discovery call with me so you can be up there next. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this case study, if you found this helpful, if you want to see more case studies, make sure you give this video a like and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the next video next Monday, and I will see you in the next one.